Sister Rose's 1998 disappearance. A bloody secret unearthed after 25 years. A battered medical bag arrives in 2023, a relic from a forgotten crime. Sister Rose's voice on a tape whispers terror. They're coming for me. The Vanished. Nurse Liverpool, UK, in 1998, was a city of grit and melody, where Oasis anthems clashed with the hum of dockside cranes and the scars of economic decline lingered. St. Teresa's Convent, a red brick haven in the Everton district, stood as a sanctuary, its free clinic a lifeline for the city's poorest. Sister Rose Callahan, a 42-year-old nurse with gentle eyes and an Irish lilt, was its soul, her medical bag slung over her shoulder as she stitched wounds and offered hope to addicts, homeless families, and gang-scarred youths. On October 12, 1998, Rose vanished, her clinic locked, her rosary abandoned on her desk, and her disappearance a wound that bled through Liverpool's heart. For 25 years, her fate was a cold case, until a parcel reached Jack Ellis, a disgraced crime reporter, in 2023, dragging him into a mystery steeped in betrayal and blood. Jack Ellis, 48 in 2023, was a shadow of his former self. Once a star at the Liverpool Echo, his career imploded in 2005 after fabricating quotes for a corruption scoop, a desperate act that cost him his job and his daughter, Emma. Now freelancing for true crime podcasts, Jack lived in a cluttered flat by the Mersey River, his walls a collage of case files and regret. On March 3, 2023, a parcel arrived, no return address, containing a worn leather medical bag etched with RC. Inside was a cassette tape, a 1998 Nokia phone, a bloodstained bandage, and a faded photo of Rose at her clinic, smiling. Jack's hands trembled as he played the tape in a dusty Sony recorder. Rose's voice, raw with fear, filled the room. October 11, 1998. I helped Father Michael tonight. He was shot, bleeding badly. He said they'd come for him, and me. They're coming for me. Static crackled, then silence, a plea from the grave that ignited Jack's jaded soul. In 1998, Liverpool was a city of contrasts. The docks, battered by 1980s decline, were a battleground for gangs like the Kirkdale crew, who trafficked heroin through crumbling warehouses. St. Teresa's clinic, funded by church donations, was a refuge where Rose, a former Dublin nurse who joined the convent in 1990, worked miracles. Father Michael Dunne, a 50-year-old priest at St. Teresa's, was her partner in compassion, his sermons railing against the drug trade. On October 10, 1998, Michael staggered into the clinic, blood soaking his cassock from a gunshot wound to his shoulder. Rose, steady under pressure, saved his life, but his whispered warning about exposing the Kirkdale crew's drug trafficking through church-owned properties changed her fate. The next day, Rose was gone, her medical bag missing, and Michael, dead in a hit-and-run, his files reduced to ash. The 1998 investigation, led by Merseyside Police Detective Inspector Alan Coates, was a tangle of errors. Coates, a chain-smoking cynic, assumed Rose fled, fearing gang retaliation after treating Michael. The Kirkdale crew, led by Tommy Walsh, a ruthless enforcer with piercing eyes, was questioned, but their alibis held like steel. Witnesses offered fragments. A dock worker saw a nun by the Mersey at dusk. A teen heard a scream near the convent, but were dismissed as unreliable. Rose's rosary, left on her desk, suggested panic, but no fingerprints were lifted. Her medical bag, now in Jack's hands, was never logged in evidence, a red flag that screamed cover-up. Coates's team dragged the Mersey, searched warehouses and combed church records, but found nothing. By 1999, the case was cold. Rose's sister, Mary Callahan, leaving flowers at the convent gate each October, her hope fading. Jack's 2023. Investigation began with the tape, its words a spark in his darkness. The Nokia, its battery corroded, held a call log with an outgoing call to a 1998 payphone near the docks. The bandage, crusted with type O positive blood, matched Michael's autopsy records. Jack scoured Echo archives, finding a 1998 article, quoting Michael's sermon, "Evil hides in holy places." Michael was a whistleblower, compiling evidence of the Kirkdale crew's drug flats, owned by the church. Tommy Walsh, now 55 and a parish council member at St. Teresa's, was Jack's prime suspect. His gang past buried under charity galas and slick suits. Jack visited the convent, now a community center, its rose plaque dusty. A groundskeeper, old and cagey, warned, "Some truths are better left alone." But Jack's past, his lies, his shame, pushed him to unearth Rose's truth, no matter the cost. Liverpool's 1998 atmosphere was rich with nostalgia. Pubs roared with Premier League fever, radios played Robbie Williams' Angels, and Nokia ringtones pierced the fog. The docks, with rusted cranes and salty air, hid gang deals, while St. Teresa's glowed with candlelit vigils. Rose's clinic, its walls adorned with children's drawings, was a sanctuary, her compassion a beacon. Jack's 2023 world, true crime podcasts, ex-posts, digital noise, was a stark contrast, but Liverpool's soul endured, its cobbled streets whispering of 1998. Jack's first lead, a 1998 dock worker who saw Rose, was a thread in a tapestry of lies, but pursuing it would stir a hornet's nest. Jack tracks down the dock worker, now a barman, who admits seeing Rose arguing with a man in a leather jacket by the Mersey on October 11th, 1998, hours before a scream echoed through the night. A dock worker's memory of Rose's final night ignites a perilous hunt. Jack's search for the priest's secrets stirs a gang's buried wrath. The whistleblowers trail Jack Ellis's 2023 investigation into Sister Rose Callahan's 1998. Disappearance was a descent into Liverpool's shadows, her tape. "They're coming for me." A haunting guide. The dockworker's claim, whispered in a smoky pub, placed Rose by the Mersey with a man in a leather jacket, arguing fiercely on October 11th, 1998. Jack's gut screamed it was Tommy Walsh, the Kirkdale crew's enforcer, now a 2023 parish council member cloaked in respectability. Liverpool, a city of resilience and secrets, held Rose's truth, but the gang's long reach threatened to silence Jack as it had Rose and Father Michael Dunne, the priest whose whistleblowing sparked the tragedy. Joe Kelly, the dock worker, was now a barman at the Baltic Fleet, a 2023 pub steeped in maritime grit. At 60, Joe's hands trembled as he served Jack, his eyes scanning the room. "It was her, the nun," Joe said. "She was with a tall bloke, leather jacket near the docks. She looked scared, walked off fast." Joe's description fit Walsh, sharp, jaw, cold stare. When Jack pressed, Joe froze, muttering about bad people still watching. That night, a note slid under Jack's flat door. "Stop digging, or you're next," scrawled in red ink, the first of many warnings. Jack's pulse raced, but Rose's voice on the tape drove him deeper into the mystery. Jack scoured the Liverpool Echo's 1998 archives, microfiche flickering in a basement. Father Michael's burned notebook, mentioned in a police report, listed church-owned flats used as drug stashes by the Kirkdale crew. One flat, on Vauxhall Road, was a hub. Jack tracked a 1998 informant, Danny Boyle, now a reclusive mechanic in Bootle. Danny, 55, was paranoid, his garage a fortress. Michael had proof, Danny whispered. Names, addresses, church flats. Walsh ran it all. Danny saw Walsh near St. Teresa's days before Rose vanished, his leather jacket a warning. Jack's notebook filled with leads, but danger loomed. A yowie. Brick crashed through his flat's window, etched with "back off." Liverpool's 1998 world pulsed with nostalgia. Pubs rocked with Blur's park life. Kids fed Tamagotchis, and dockworkers smoked under cranes. St. Teresa's clinic, where Rose stitched wounds, was a haven amid Everton's terraced houses, her logs detailing care for gang victims. Jack's 2023 life, podcasts, ex-posts, digital noise, felt alien, but Liverpool's cobbled streets tied the eras. His podcast, Mersey Shadows, aired a teaser about Rose, sparking tips but drawing heat. A visit to St. Teresa's, now a community center, revealed a Rose plaque, but the caretaker's warning, "She stirred trouble," hinted at church complicity. The Nokia phone from Rose's bag, its battery replaced, showed a text draft. "Meet me, urgent, docs, 10:11. Perhaps Rose's fatal plea. Jack met Rose's sister, Mary Callahan, at a 2023 cafe by the Mersey. Mary, 50, shared a 1998 letter from Rose. "Men watch the clinic at night. I'm scared, but I can't stop." Mary's tears fell as she recalled Rose's kindness, her clinic a refuge. The letter pointed to the Kirkdale crew, their presence a shadow over St. Teresa's. Jack's 2005 scandal, fabricating quotes, gnawed at him, his daughter Emma's silence a wound. But Rose's compassion, saving lives in Everton, was a beacon, and Jack's redemption lay in her truth, even as the gang's threats grew. Jack uncovers a 1998 police report, buried in archives, noting a leather-jacketed man near St. Teresa's the night Rose vanished, logged but never pursued. A buried police report points to Tommy Walsh, but his power grows. Jack's probe into the gang's past paints a target on his back. Shadows of the Kirkdale crew. Jack Ellis's 2023 hunt for Sister Rose Callahan's 1998 fate was a battle against Liverpool's underworld. Her tape, "They're Coming for Me," a relentless call. A 1998 police report, hidden in Merseyside archives, placed a leather-jacketed man, likely Tommy Walsh, near St. Teresa's the night Rose vanished, a lead ignored by Detective Inspector Alan Coates. Walsh, now a 2023 parish council member, wielded influence that silenced witnesses, but Jack's pursuit of the Kirkdale crew's drug empire through church flats stirred a storm. Rose's compassion and Father Michael Dunne's whistleblowing had threatened the gang, and Jack's probe risked the same fate. Jack revisited Mary Callahan, Rose's sister, in a 2023 Everton cafe. Mary, her hair graying, clutched Rose's 1998 letter. "Men in dark coats watch the clinic. I pray, but I'm scared." Mary recalled Rose's late nights, bandaging gang victims, her faith unshaken. The letter hinted at the Kirkdale crew, their shadow over St. Teresa's. Jack checked Walsh's 1998 alibi, drinking at the Grapes pub, backed by cronies. A former gang member, Pastor Eddie Ryan, met Jack in a Bootle church. Tommy was at the docks, Eddie said, eyes downcast. He bragged about fixing a nun. Jack's heart pounded. Walsh's guilt was crystallizing. Jack's car, parked near the Echo, was vandalized, tires slashed, snitch sprayed in red. His 2005 scandal, lying for a scoop, resurfaced on X, a smear to discredit him. Jack visited a Vauxhall Road flat from Michael's notebook, now a vape shop. A neighbor, 70, recalled 1998 drug deals, overseen by a leather-jacketed bloke. Liverpool's 1998 nostalgia, Premier League mania, Mersey ferries, Britpop anthems, framed Rose's courage, her clinic a sanctuary. Jack's podcast aired Rose's story, drawing tips but danger. A thug tailed him, his knife glinting. The Nokia's text, "Meet me docs, 10:11, was Rose's trap, perhaps set by Walsh, a 1998 church bulletin found in a library named Walsh a donor, his money tied to a shell company, Everton Holdings. Jack's flat, a maze of files, felt like a bunker. His daughter Emma texted, "Dad, stop, you're scaring me." But Rose's clinic logs, detailing addict care, drove him. A tipster, a 1998 teen patient, called Jack, her voice shaking. She saw Walsh argue with Rose outside the clinic, days before the scream that marked her end. The teen, now a nurse, reveals she saw Walsh threaten Rose, his voice low. "Keep quiet, or you're done." A witness's memory of Walsh's threat tightens the web around him. The bandage in Rose's bag holds a clue to her final act of bravery. The bloodstained bandage Jack Ellis's 2023 probe into Sister Rose Callahan's 1998 disappearance was a race against the Kirkdale crew's wrath. Her tape, "They're Coming for Me," a guiding light. Sarah O'Neill, a 1998 teen patient, now a nurse, met Jack at a Liverpool hospital, her eyes haunted. At 16, she saw Tommy Walsh threaten Rose outside St. Teresa's clinic. "Keep quiet or you're done." Rose, pale but firm, told Sarah to run. The blood-stained bandage in Rose's medical bag, found in Jack's 2023 parcel, tied her to Father Michael Dunne's shooting, a moment that sealed her fate in Liverpool's underworld. Sarah, 41, described Rose's clinic as a haven, where Rose bandaged her knee and urged her to avoid drugs. On October 8, 1998, Walsh's threat chilled Sarah, Rose's fear palpable. Jack sent the bandage for 2023 forensic retesting, results confirming Michael's O-positive blood and heroin traces, suggesting Rose treated him during a drug deal gone sour. Jack's podcast, Mersey Shadows, aired Sarah's account, spiking. Downloads but drawing a slashed tire and a call. "You're dead, Ellis." Liverpool's 1998 World, Walkmans, Britpop, Dockside Fog, framed Rose's courage, her logs detailing care for gang victims. Jack uncovered Walsh's 1998 link to Detective Inspector Alan Coates, the case's lead. A 1998 memo showed Coates ignored a witness tying Walsh to the docks, hinting at corruption. Jack visited a church flat, now a vape shop, finding 1998 graffiti from drug deals. His 2005 scandal haunted him, Emma texting, "Stop before you get hurt." A 1998 church photo showed Walsh with Billy Kane, Michael's hit-and-run driver, near St. Teresa's. The Nokia's text, "Meet me, docks, 1011, was Rose's plea, perhaps to Kane. Jack's flat, a fortress of files, held his obsession. But the gang's reach, slashed tires, threats, grew. A 1998 nun, Sister Agnes, now 80, met Jack at a Crosby convent. Agnes recalled Rose's fear after Michael's shooting, her prayers fervent. The church's silence, Agnes hinted, protected men of influence. Jack's redemption, tied to Rose's truth, felt near, but danger loomed, the bandage a silent witness to her final stand. Jack finds a second tape in Rose's bag, hidden in a secret pocket, with her voice naming a church official tied to the gang. A second tape names a church traitor, but the holy walls shield him. Jack's hunt for Rose's truth exposes a conspiracy of silence, the church's secrets. Jack Ellis's 2023 investigation into Sister Rose Callahan's 1998 disappearance was a plunge into Liverpool's darkest secrets. Her first tape, "They're Coming for Me," a cry that echoed. A second tape, found in a hidden pocket of Rose's medical bag, shocked Jack. "Father Brendan knows about the flats. He takes their money." Father Brendan Walsh, a 1998 St. Teresa's priest, was tied to the Kirkdale crew's drug empire, led by Tommy Walsh, the enforcer turned 2023 parish council member. The church, Rose's sanctuary, was a front, and Jack's probe threatened to tear its facade apart, risking his life and redemption. Jack infiltrated a 2023 parish council meeting at St. Teresa's, now a community center. Tommy Walsh, 55, charmed the crowd, but his eyes locked on Jack, cold as steel. Jack mentioned the tape. Walsh denied knowing Rose, his smile tight. A 1998 church ledger, found in a Liverpool library, listed payments to Everton Holdings, Tommy's shell company, for repairs on drug flats. Jack's podcast aired the second tape, Rose's voice sparking tips. A 1998 cleaner saw Tommy near the clinic, furious. A gang thug tailed Jack, his knife glinting, echoing 1998 threats. Liverpool's 1998 nostalgia, dial-up internet, oasis. Gigs, foggy docks, framed Rose's light, her clinic a refuge. Jack's daughter, Emma, 22, called, her voice breaking, "Dad, stop, I need you." His 2005 scandal, lying for a scoop, had fractured their bond, But Rose's case was his salvation. The bandage's heroin trace tied Rose to Michael's shooting, her diary noting church betrayal. A 1998 bulletin named Tommy a donor, his money laundering drug profits. A tipster sent a 1998 video of Rose at a vigil denouncing drugs, Tommy in the crowd, his stare lethal. Jack's flat, a maze of files, felt like a trap, his podcast drawing police interest but gang retaliation, his phone hacked, texts gone. The video shows Father Brendan whispering to Tommy at the vigil, hours before Rose's scream marked her end. Rose's vigil video seals her fate, but Tommy's power grows. Jack's probe into the enforcer's rise stirs a deadly backlash. The enforcer's rise. Jack Ellis's 2023 quest for Sister Rose Callahan's 1998 truth was a tightrope over Liverpool's underworld. Her tapes, "They're coming for me," Father Brendan knows, guiding lights. A 1998 vigil video showed Rose denouncing drugs, Tommy Walsh and Father Brendan Walsh conspiring in the crowd, hours before her disappearance. Tommy, the Kirkdale Crew's enforcer turned 2023 parish council member, built an empire on blood, his church ties a shield. Jack's evidence, tapes, ledgers, witnesses, threatened to topple it, but the gang's retaliation tightened its grip, testing Jack's redemption. Jack tracked the vigil's cameraman, Pete Walsh, no relation, now running a Toxteth video shop. Pete, 60, recalled Tommy's lethal glare at Rose. "He looked like death," Pete said, sharing a still of Tommy's leather jacket. A 2023 ex-post exposed Tommy's charity fronts as money laundering schemes, funneling drug profits. Jack's flat was ransacked, his Rose files stolen, a Kirkdale Crew warning. He visited Rose's clinic site, now a parking lot, its plaque faded, vowing justice. Liverpool's 1998 nostalgia. Tamagotchis, Premier League scarves, dockside pubs. Framed. Rose's courage, her logs detailing addict care. Father Michael's sister, Joan Dunne, met Jack in a Crosby cafe. Joan, 70, shared Michael's fear of church betrayal, his notebook naming Tommy and Brendan. The Nokia's text, "Meet me, docs, 1011, was Rose's trap, perhaps set by Billy Kane, Michael's killer. Jack's podcast aired the vigil. Clip, spiking downloads but drawing a knife-wielding thug to his door. Emma begged him to stop, but Jack's 2005 scandal drove him. A 1998 police wiretap transcript, leaked by a tipster, captured Tommy ordering a cleanup after Michael's death, a chilling link to Rose. Jack finds a 1998 gang defector who claims Tommy and Brendan planned Rose's murder to protect their drug flats. A defector exposes Tommy's murder plot, but the gang strikes back. Jack's life crumbles as he nears Rose's killer. The gang's retaliation, Jack Ellis's 2023 pursuit of Sister Rose Callahan's 1998 fate, was a battle against Liverpool's. Shadows, her tapes. "They're coming for me," Father Brendan knows, a beacon. A 1998 gang defector, Mick Doyle, met Jack in a dockside pub, claiming Tommy Walsh and Father Brendan planned Rose's murder to protect their drug flats. The Kirkdale Crew's retaliation, slashed tires, ransacked flat, tightened around Jack. Now a parish council member in 2023, his empire threatened by Jack's evidence. Tapes, ledgers, vigil video. Rose's compassion and Jack's redemption hung in the balance as danger closed in. Mick, 50, was gaunt, his eyes darting. "Tommy and Brendan ran the flats," he said. "Rose saw too much, helping that priest." A gang thug attacked Jack near the Mersey, slashing his arm, leaving a scar. Rose's diary, given by Mary, noted churchmen watching her clinic. Jack's podcast aired Mick's story, but his editor pulled funding, citing pressure. Liverpool's 1998 World, Robbie Williams, Nokia ringtones, Everton scarves, framed Rose's light, her clinic a refuge. The bandage and Nokia text tied her to Michael's shooting, her courage a threat. Jack met a 1998 undercover cop, Liam Carter, in Formby. Liam confirmed Tommy's role in Michael's hit and run and Rose's silencing. Jack's flat, a fortress, felt like a cage. Emma. Texted, "You're scaring me." A 1998 church ledger named Everton Holdings, Tommy's shell company. Jack found a convent key in Rose's bag, rusted but intact, hinting at a hidden vault. The gang's reach, hacked phone, stolen files, grew, but Rose's truth was near, her diary a testament to her fight. The convent key unlocks a hidden vault at St. Teresa's, filled with 1998 drug ledgers and a third tape. A convent vault reveals Rose's secrets, but danger closes in. Jack's discovery of her final stand threatens Tommy's empire. The hidden vault, Jack Ellis's 2023 probe into Sister Rose Callahan's 1998 disappearance, was a race against the Kirkdale crew. Her tapes, "They're coming for me." Father Brendan knows, guiding stars. A convent key from Rose's medical bag unlocked a hidden vault at St. Teresa's, now a community center, its shelves holding 1998 drug ledgers and a third tape. The ledgers named Tommy Walsh's shell company, Everton Holdings, and Father Brendan Walsh, tying the church to the gang's drug flats. Tommy, a 2023 parish council member, faced exposure, but his retaliation, hacked phones, slashed arms, tested Jack's redemption and Rose's legacy. The third tape, played in Jack's flat, chilled him. October 11, 1998. Brendan lied to the police. "He's with them." Rose's voice was steady, her fate sealed. The vault's ledgers listed church officials, including Brendan taking gang money. Jack's daughter, Emma, joined him, fearing for his life after his attack. "Don't leave me," she said, her trust fragile. A 2023 tipster, ex-gang member Mick Doyle, confirmed. Rose was killed to silence her. She saw Tommy and Brendan with drugs. Liverpool's 1998 nostalgia, Walkmans, foggy docks, Britpop, framed Rose's courage, her clinic logs detailing addict care. Tommy's lawyer sent a cease and desist, hinting at a trap. Jack's podcast aired the ledgers, sparking Merseyside police interest but gang retaliation. His car torched. The Nokia's text and bandage tied Rose to Michael's shooting, her diary noting church betrayal. Jack's 2005 scandal faded as Emma's support grew, his redemption tied to Rose's truth. The vault's ledgers named Billy Kane, Michael's killer, as Tommy's thug, but a 1998 letter from Rose, found in the vault, named her killer. Rose's letter names Tommy and Brendan as her stalkers, planning her murder to protect their secrets. Rose's letter names her killers, but they're untouchable. Jack's final push for justice risks all he's rebuilt. The confrontation, Jack Ellis's 2023 quest for Sister Rose Callahan's 1998 truth, was a battle against Liverpool's underworld. Her tapes, "They're coming for me." Father Brendan knows, a cry for justice. A 1998 letter in a St. Teresa's vault named Tommy Walsh and Father Brendan Walsh as Rose's stalkers, plotting her murder to protect their drug flats. Tommy, a 2023 parish council member, and Brendan, retired in Ireland, wielded power that silenced witnesses, but Jack's evidence, tapes, ledgers, vigil video, threatened their empire. Rose's compassion and Jack's redemption drove him to confront the killers. Jack attended a 2023 charity gala at St. Teresa's, Tommy the keynote speaker. His recorder captured Tommy's threat. "Mind your step, mate." Merseyside police, tipped by Jack's podcast, reopened Rose's case, probing the ledgers. A 1998 witness, Frank Kelly, met Jack in hospice. At 70, Frank saw Tommy drag Rose near the Mersey, her scream cut short. "I was scared," Frank rasped. Emma was threatened, a note at her job. "Tell your dad to stop." Jack wavered, but Rose's diary, detailing clinic plans, inspired him. Liverpool's 1998 world, Oasis, Nokia ringtones, docs, framed. Her courage. Jack's podcast aired Frank's story, spiking downloads but drawing Tommy's lawyer, suing for defamation. The bandage, Nokia text, and ledgers tied Rose to Michael's whistleblowing, Her death a silencing. Jack's 2005 scandal faded. Emma's faith, his anchor. A 1998 nun, Sister Agnes, confirmed Brendan's corruption, her voice trembling. A tip about Rose's body shifted the case, pointing to a church crypt unopened since 1998. A tipster claims Rose's body lies in a St. Teresa's crypt, sealed for 25 years, holding her final truth. A crypt holds Rose's fate, but justice teeters on the edge. Jack's battle with Tommy and Brendan ends in Liverpool's reckoning. The truth unburied. Jack Ellis's 2023 investigation into Sister Rose Callahan's 1998 disappearance reached its peak, her tapes. "They're coming for me," Father Brendan knows. A haunting call. A tipster's claim that Rose's body lay in a St. Teresa's crypt, sealed since 1998, was Jack's final lead. Tommy Walsh, the Kirkdale cruise enforcer turned parish council member, and Father Brendan Walsh, retired in Ireland, faced exposure, their drug empire through church flats crumbling under Jack's evidence, tapes, ledgers, Rose's letter, naming them killers. Liverpool's docks, where Rose vanished, held the gang's shame, and Jack's redemption, tied to her compassion, demanded justice. Merseyside police searched the crypt, a damp vault beneath St. Teresa's, finding remains, matching Rose's dental records, her skull fractured, proof of murder. Tommy was arrested, his charity fronts exposed, linking him to Billy Kane, Father Michael's killer. Brendan, extradited, confessed to taking gang money, his silence bought. Jack's podcast aired a final episode, Rose's tapes playing to thousands, her voice a call for justice. Community funds rebuilt Rose's clinic, a memorial to her care. Liverpool's 1998 nostalgia, Britpop, dockside pubs, Nokia ringtones, framed her light. Her diary's clinic plans a legacy. Jack reconciled with Emma, his 2005 scandal fading, his scar a badge. The church's complicity sparked reform. A 2023 letter arrived, hinting Michael's evidence, a hidden USB drive, named More Gang Allies. Rose's truth, unburied, warned of evil in holy places. Liverpool honored her, but the letter suggested a new whistleblower, continuing her fight. A spark in the dark. The letter reveals a new whistleblower, holding Michael's hidden drive, ready to expose Liverpool's remaining underworld. Thanks for sticking with FlickerSoul's story until the end. If you enjoyed it, give this a like and share if you haven't already, and subscribe for more.